Hey Travis, I wanted to share an overview on these trades today, what happened with Cash FX. I also want to show you something first. I sent my Forex guru. This guy's very, very intelligent and he trains people. He's a Forex trainer, very, very good trader. But I told him about this service and he thinks it's a big scam. You can pause the video just to see what he has to say, but he talks about it being a scam. I want you to see that first of all. Now what I want to show you is the trade. You know, I did some screen captures this morning. Pretty scary stuff. I looked at them earlier today and they were down like $32,000. I looked at when they got into the trade. They got into the trade about 1337 and they got in about 1987. So I'm going to show you this. Right here is when they got into the trade. Look on the right side. You'll see a price about 1987. So they got into the trade right about here. They could have gotten out here for a pretty nice profit, 1990.49, but instead they followed it all the way down. And then then it was started to come back up when I kind of took a look at their this review where they were down like $32,000. That was right in this ballpark area right here. Then it kind of kept following along. This is a 1 minute chart right here, and it went up to break even, slight profit. They didn't take their profit then yet. It went back down again here, and then they were still down like, I don't know, I did a couple screenshots and they were down about $14,000, $17,000 at the time. So I was watching the gold chart, and then here was, again, I had this line, so I was waiting for it to break even, so I knew they'd come out with a profit, and sure enough, it broke even, and then they finally sold. This is, if I look at the chart, you look at the history of the chart, I drew a resistance line right here where it's hit its head. You look right here is kind of a resistance zone. So if it goes back up to here again, it's going to probably pause and bounce back again. So as I was watching this line, I thought, well, they'll probably get out right around here, which is around the 1990, 45, 50 area. And sure enough, when you look at their report, they took profit at about 1990.51. They bowed out. And they end up with a small profit, $10,000 today. I like the way they're doing this profit, $10,000. Before they did their from inception profit or whatever. So I like how they changed this to daily profit. I'm not sure why that is, but I like that a lot. But anyway, so they came up with a $10,000 profit today. But I want to show you that they got in here. They could have made the profit right here, which they didn't, which is kind of stupid. It doesn't really tell the time they closed, but when I was watching kind of live on the FX Blue, they weren't out of the trade and they followed it way down, which doesn't make any sense. And then they actually had take profit 1998, which never would get close in the market. I think they were glad to get out. Right, it was here once before, an hour earlier. They were glad to get out when it hit there again, so they bowed out at 51, which is right here. They saw it couldn't break through this resistance zone, and then they just got out, which is great. And now it bounced back to here, which is that's where they got in originally, way before. That's now a support zone, and now it's going to bounce back up again to the resistance zone, and it might break through it. If it breaks through, here's a trend line. It could, then the next target could be 1994.73. So I thought I'd share this with you. It's pretty interesting stuff. Nerve-wracking also, but again, they were a huge loss. And that's why my Gary guys, so these guys kind of trade with a very volatile market. They can make money, but if the market's not, it could have kept going down. It could have been a huge loss, which is what I'm saying. You know, if they were really smart traders, instead of trying for the home run as soon as earlier in the day when they had a profit, they could have gotten way over here at about 19. It went all the way up to about 1977. Which, if you look at the crosshair, that's exactly where it's hit its head an hour later. Right here, 1977, about 77. Right here, it hit its head in 1977, 1979. It hit right here about the same thing. Again, it always stops or it always hits its head at a former resistance zone, and then again now this is support zone, and it's hit its rear end here, the support zone. Now it's bouncing back up again, and you can look at the longer term chart also. The general trend here was going up, then here it's kind of zigzagging, so it's not here's where it's going to hit its head again if it goes later on. That's the next resistance zone. I'm going to change that to yellow so I've got it for tomorrow, but that's the next potential resistance zone. So if it starts going up again, it could stop at 2016 if it keeps its trend up. If it starts going down, it could go down to here, right here. It could hit 1977, 59. That's a support zone where it could bounce again. So these are things that traders watch. They watch previous highs, previous lows, support, resistance. Now it's going up here again. Let's see if it's going to hit its head again. It's bounced. It's likely to break through this time because it's kind of bobble around here. It went down, and you're getting lower highs. What you see right here, you're real short. You're getting lower highs. See it's a trend line going up, so a good chance it's going to break through here right now. If you watch this chart again, that's all. It's kind of looking like an up move now. Yep, it's going to break through maybe, and the next zone might be right around here. So now it's got a new high, 1991.32. You see how that works? It's kind of interesting. So I thought I'd share this with you. That's how you can analyze charts, and that's how professionals make money trading. They kind of know what to watch for. And sure enough, look, it zipped through like I thought it would. And again, the next resistance would be right here at if it gets this far, to 1994.84, and if it hits there, it's going to likely go back down. You can go and download a Forex chart at Light Forex. Light Forex is what I use because you can look at gold in the United States. You can't legally trade oil or gold on Forex charts, which kind of sucks. But I thought I'd share this with you. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope it was an education. Pretty cool. I had this sped up, but we wanted to see if it's going to hit this trend line up on top. We wanted to hit that dotted trend line. That's our next projected move. It should hit that trend line and bounce back, as I mentioned before. Let's just see what happens. It's got a multiple top there again. It's hitting, that's resistance. I'm just doing some demo trades there, playing around with it. But it's got to, it's going to try and hit that trend line, which it almost did there, and it's going to bounce back down again. But now it's just doing a little reset. It should reset down to the green line probably, and then go back up again. Hopefully not as far as the green line, because you're looking for higher highs and higher lows. And there again, you're breaking up. You essentially hit that bar on top. I just wanted to show you that also. Feel free to share.